Aloha, everybody. This is Cathy Bilsky, the Quantum Leap Let Light Unite show on UPRN Radio, and this is December 28th, 2018, the last show of the year. So I thought, because it's the last show of the year and actually right before, the beginning of the new year, that maybe we just do a show and really amplify light and anchor it to the planet. No, not just by chanting, so don't worry about that. I know you don't have your water bottles out, but, calling down solar energy and reconnecting those empowered to source, energy work to help the U.S. awaken, the reptilians reconnect to the creator, and whatever else we can get in this hour. But before we started doing energy work, I just want to briefly go back at what I thought was very important and a result of the energy work that we've been putting forth all year. And the big one that really comes to my mind, other than, the students really going after the gun people and the NRA kind of going out of business, that's pretty cool. The Democrats took control of Congress. Now, many people don't even think about that, but that is a big deal. If we didn't do our magic, our light work, the Republicans would have been in power. So that's a biggie, guys. And the other one, this should bring joy to a lot of people, is that Trump has 17 plus indictments against him now. Everything he touches, no matter what direction, there's a lawsuit. He's got to go to court. That means his magic is turning to crap. Now, if the magicians weren't doing their work, this never would have happened. So thank you guys for all the energy work. It does matter. And we can't stop because it's certainly not over. We have to keep giving energy to the Democrats to make sure they're clear and, they have some backbone and they gel and they come together as one unit and really take on the Republicans in ways that we have never seen before. And oh my God, it's popcorn time. So that's something to look forward to next year. I think it's going to be a big, much better year for us. And the more we work with light and anchor it to the planet, the quicker it's going to happen. So shall we begin? So what we're going to do is we're going to do an energy circle. And for those of you that are going to participate, I want you to sit down, feet flat on the floor, so your back's as straight as it can be. And that way, you really can reconnect to the creator. And just put your hands in your lap right now, like you're going to receive, because you are. And then as we do the energy work, I'm going to ask that not only do you send a lot of energy into the bubble of light we're going to form as we create a circle and put the bubble of light in the center with this big crystal underneath it and the work in the bubble, and you're going to send energy into the bubble of light to help amplify it. Like I said, it's really easy. You can multitask. You're going to do some creative visualization, really imagine this happening, and then send energy. And you can send energy, leave your hands in your lap if you want, and just imagine energy coming out of all your upper chakras, your third eye, your throat, heart, solar plexus, belly button, your root. And then if you want, you can hold your hands up. That's facing outward, and your energy will come down your arm, out your hands, and wherever you direct it to. And if you got a crystal, this is a good time to go grab it and hold it, because crystals amplify our work even more. Now, I've been really, really graced that I actually have, I'm a caretaker of the largest crystal in Hawaii, and it's smoky quartz celestial earth keeper, and if you can see it right behind me, and she's over 1,000 pounds. And then I have another large earth keeper crystal that's also an celestial, over 650 pounds. And then I'm in the middle of my rock shop. So there's a big vortex that's going on as we do the energy work. All right, so you've got your crystals. Okay, so you got your feet flat on your floor and you're sitting straight up with your hands in your lap. Now I want you to take some gentle, deep breaths. I want you to breathe in light and exhale out everything that no longer serves you. And keep doing that, but don't do it so you hyperventilate on me, okay? Just breathe in light and exhale out everything that no longer serves you. And imagine all that unwanted energy going through the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with your divine essence. So breathe in light and exhale out everything that no longer serves you. So now I want you to imagine, and just breathe normal, your silver cord going up from the top of your head and reconnecting with the Creator, with Source. And as you reconnect with that divine being, feel that high, incredible Creator energy come pouring down into your crown chakra on the top of your head and just pour through your body. Flow all the way down your arms, out your hands. Feel it flow down your legs, out your feet into the earth. Feel it flow through your hair. Feel every cell, atom, molecule in your body reconnect to the Creator. Now, as that energy is pouring into your body, I want you to imagine you're sitting in this huge stadium filled with all these high energy, like-minded people. And we've got a person on the right, to the left, and you're holding their hands. So we're creating many, many circles. And we're all connected through our heart chakra. Now allow that energy to flow down the crown and out your right arm, your right hand into the next person. And now that energy circles to the right. And as it flows to the right, we call in all the gods and goddesses of light, air, earth, fire, and water, the divas, the angels, the archangels, all the old ancient cultures responsible for holding light, the Aborigines, kahunas, medicine men and women, the shaman. And we ask that they add their divine energy into what we're doing tonight to amplify our work. And we're going to call out to all those people that are doing prayers for the earth, for humanity, and with their permission, we're going to add their energy to what we're doing and amplify our work even more. Now feel the divine energy flow to the left, and as it flows to the left, the circle is now closed, so only that which is light may enter. We call to the trees and invite them in and ask that the trees take this energy and send it into the earth through her roots. So Mother Earth is recharged, re-energized, and she now moves in divine movement. And then out through her branches, so all life forms can feel this very positive enlightenment energy. We call to all the rocks, stones, crystals, minerals, all the earth keepers on the planet to lock into the big earth keeper in our center to amplify our work over 100,000-fold. We call to all the grids, ley lines, meridians, domes, obelisks, pyramids, all the sacred and holy spots on the planet to lock in to this divine enlightenment circle. And I'm going to ask Mother, Father, God, that everyone participating and their families receive a healing, and that you guide us into doing not our will, but thy will be done. So be it. So now I want you to take a deep breath, and we're going to create, as you exhale, a bubble of light in the center. And in this bubble of light, we are going to put the Mother Earth and all life forms. So in your mind's eye, I want you to imagine the Mother Earth, the ocean, the seas, the rivers, the forests, the deserts, the North and South Pole, all life forms on the planet in our bubble of light. So let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vested in me, I command. We call the golden solar energy down to cover all pyramids, obelisks, and all sacred objects on the planet. As it flows, see this golden solar energy anchored to all the grids, ley lines, underneath these sacred spots. See this golden solar energy flow through, also through the morphogenetic grids above the planet. Now we call divine peace, divine calm, divine harmony, divine oneness, divine brotherhood to descend down through all these sacred spots, now flowing to all the chaotic areas that are not in harmony with the Creator, raising that energy vibration to a divine enlightenment energy. We command Michael the Archangel to cut the god and goddess of war and chaos from the earth and all life forms, including Trump and all Nazis and Putin and anything else they've attached to. We tie and bind them, sending them through the violet flame to clean their energies up, then send them back to the Creator, replacing that space with a god and goddess of divine peace and divine harmony. We call to all militaries on earth and ask them to stop hurting any life forms. We ask all veils and overlays that are of war be cut from everyone in the military, allowing them to become conscious beings. As they now reconnect to their higher selves, they choose not to hurt nor harm anyone, showing instead actions of peace and kindness with a big dash of compassion. See all weapons of war breaking down and choosing not to work or misfiring, missing all their targets. As peace descends, see with it a higher consciousness and lots of divine inspiration flowing to all peoples. See them reconnecting to the divine and being given their divine missions and divine purposes. Hope and courage to create a divinely inspired, loving, balanced government. We call the higher selves of the ruling class and ask Michael the Archangel, cut them free of all ties they have to power and the presidencies. As this energy is cut from them, see them letting go of their power to be replaced with a light worker that will create a balanced, fair government, honoring men and women alike. As this golden solar energy descends on earth, Satan's energy diminishes to nothing. See divine peace descend down now. See divine calm descend down now. See divine love descend down now. May divine enlightenment descend on all life forms now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all life forms now. So we're going to fill this bubble up with light and love and take a deep breath and release it. Did I give thanks for this opportunity to serve? So we're going to create another bubble of light, and in this bubble of light, we're going to put in all the immigrant children that are in concentration detention centers and the immigrant children that have been released back into their homes. And the immigrant and the children that are sick. We're going to call to Michael the Archangel to cut all ties to all darkness that's surrounding them, that's hurting and harming them. And as that energy is peeled away, we're going to ask their higher selves to help them reconnect to the Creator, to become awakened conscious beings. We're going to ask Michael that you cut all ties to the energy of the trauma they are going through. All of them. And as that energy is peeled away, we're going Going to ask their higher selves, give them their divine missions and their divine purposes and how they're going to fulfill them. For those children that are living back with their parents, we're going to ask that anything ICE or anyone has done to them while they were in detention be removed from them. Let them be filled with love. We're going to call the violet flame through all these children to transmute all that darkness, all that trauma, the post-traumatic stress trauma they're going through, and release it. And we're going to send energy and love to their heart chakra. And from their heart chakra, let it go to their brain, sending them peace, calm. Let them know they're loved by their parents. Remove any dark overlay ICE has put on those children regarding their parents, that their parents no longer love them. We're going to ask that all overlays be removed over all those children so they see clearly that they are loved, that they are back with their parents, they are protected, and they're in a sacred space. Remove all fear and replace that with that love energy. Now, as we ask for this, for these immigrant children, we also ask it of all children on the planet that have experienced this. Now, in this bubble, we're also going to put the ICE and immigration. And Kirsten Nielsen, Trump, Sessions, and Miller, and all of ICE. We're going to cut ties between them and whatever dark energy that surrounds them. We're going to cut ties to Nazi energy. And we're going to ask them to step forward in the light and do what is right. Release those children back to their parents. Stop hurting and harming. And if they choose to continue, which is their free will, we ask their higher selves and their guardian angels to put them in a position of harmlessness. We're going to call the higher self of the federal judge that issued a decree that these children were supposed to be reunited over 120 days ago. And we're going to remove all energy of magic around that judge and ask that he or she is reconnected to the Creator so he sees clearly what Trump and company is doing and issues a warrant out for the arrest of Donald Trump, Kirsten Nielsen, Stephen Miller, Jeff Sessions, and the people who in ICE were in care of the children that died and the children that have been harmed. Remove everything so everybody can see clearly what they are doing, and we're going to call the goddess of justice to come in. And let the judge issue warrants out for their arrest and let them be given prison time for their actions. And I am talking about Trump, Miller, Sessions, and Nielsen, especially those. Now let's send this loving, loving high energy to anywhere these children are being held. First, we're going to anchor the violet flame in the center of those places, whether it's a tent or a building, and see the violet flame blaze outward to transmute any dark energy, anything negative, anyone negative. And now we're going to anchor the white light and see that go outward and fill those spaces up with such a high energy that no one dark can do anything against those children. Let that high energy be such a high energy that it makes it very uncomfortable for those that are in ICE that hurt or harm children, that don't belong there, and they choose to leave. However, they can still leave and justice can be still sent. So again, fill these children up with love, and we're going to call to their guardian angels to wrap each one of them in your angel wings and protect them. And see the children coming together as best as they can and support each other. And see them being let go. And with places to go to. Family, relatives, friends. All right, we're going to fill this bubble up with light and love and take a deep breath and release it. And I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. So we're going to create another bubble of light. Take a deep breath, and as we exhale, the bubble of light forms. And in this bubble of light, we're going to put all those people in power. So see everyone, any politician, military, contractor, anybody in a position of power in this bubble of light. So may divine peace, divine love, divine compassion, divine enlightenment descend down around them now. May divine kindness, divine caring for human and all life forms, divine truth, divine speech, descend down around them now. May divine enlightenment descend down around them now. May divine enlightenment awaken within them now. We're going to call to Michael to cut all ties to anything that's evil that they do, anything satanic, black magic, witchcraft, Santa Maria, voodoo. And we're going to call the violet flame through all that energy to transmute it and neutralize it so they have no power anymore. And the violet flame stays up 24/7, 365 days a year until they do works of good. And we're going to call to the higher selves of everyone in this bubble. And we're going to ask their higher selves, help them step forward in the light and reconnect to the Creator, to become awakened spiritual beings. And if they choose not to, which is their free will, we ask their higher self and guardian angels to put them in a position of harmlessness. We surround them in a bubble of mirror. The mirror faces them. It's 2 inches from their nose. And as long as they do that dark work, that energy stays contained in the bubble of light. And we add the violet flame to it to transmute any of their dark energy. And the bubble of light stays up 24/7, 365 days a year until they do works of good. All right, fill that up with light and love, and we're going to take a deep breath and release it. And I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. All right, we're going to create another bubble of light, and in this bubble of light, we are going to put in everyone that's in the USA, no matter where they're at. If they're a US citizen, put them in this bubble of light. So let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vested in me, I command. Imagine a golden solar energy descending down around all domes, obelisks, pyramids, and all sacred spots in the United States, anchoring that energy down to the grids and ley lines. See this high energy reconnecting all this ley lines and grids to the Creator. See this energy descending down around and through the White House, Pentagon, and where the shadow government lies. We call the higher selves of everyone in government to step forward into the light and now work for the good of the people, making divine decisions. And if they choose not to, which is their free will, we ask their higher selves and guardian angels to put them in a position of total harmlessness, letting a light worker take their place. We ask that they're given lots of thoughts that they now want to retire and spend time with their families. We send energy to all the politicians that are working on stopping war and anything else that's for the benefit of Earth and all life forms. See them being divinely inspired with new ways to get positive action moving forward. We command the angels to give them and their families complete protection. We ask that all veils of darkness that is around anyone in the U.S. or planet that is keeping people from being conscious beings be removed and replaced with a connection to their spiritual selves, becoming conscious beings. We call the higher selves of the National Guard and military, asking all overlays be removed from you so you too become conscious beings. As you awaken, you see your family, friends, relatives, and people that you harmonize with everyone, no matter what country you're in, and start doing many acts of kindness for humanity. The more acts of kindness you do, the more you fill up with this intense divine joy that makes you want to do more acts of kindness. So let's send divine light, divine love, and a divine balanced spiritual awakening down through the U.S. now. So chant with me. Let's do this at least 3 times. May divine enlightenment descend on the USA now. May divine enlightenment awaken within the USA now. May divine enlightenment descend on the USA now. May divine enlightenment awaken within the USA now. May divine enlightenment descend on the USA now. May divine enlightenment awaken within everyone in the USA now. So fill this up with light, love. Take a deep breath and release it. So we're going to create another bubble of light. So I want you to take a deep breath and feel that divine energy flow through you, creating another bubble. And in this bubble of light, we're going to put in all the reptilians. And that also means all the Republicans and the Democrats who speak only for the wealthy and the U.S. president. Let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vested in me, I command. We call to the Creator who has all the data, past, present, and future of the reptilian personal blueprint to activate the information that allows for healing of all thoughts and memories that are blocking and holding reptilians back at this time from moving forward into enlightenment. We ask the Creator that if it's for the highest good of the earth and all life forms, that the Creator steps in neutralizing the single white chromosome that is added to the reptilians' DNA that makes the reptilians more aggressive and warlike. See it being replaced with a chromosome that makes them kinder and compassionate, compelling them only to speak the truth. We ask the Creator to reactivate the hormone in the reptilian brain that allows them to become spiritual beings. Now, this also lets the reptilians now be released from all addiction they have to the dense physical world and all the sensation it offers. Let this release be done now. We cut all ties and cancel clear all reptilian DNA energies activated by the vibrational frequencies created by the Illuminati, Satanic Secret Society rituals that activate demon possession by the reptilians, especially in those that have the reptilian bloodline. We are now cutting ties and remove all blueprint overlays that suppress reptilian souls. As these overlays are removed, they are now open to a spiritual existence. This allows them to balance their male-female energies, which will also allow reptilians to create a third force of divine potential. We cancel clear all Illuminati secret society rituals that are activating the reptilian DNA in reptilians as well as human hybrids. Instead, we see these rituals being reversed and now empowering reptilians to reconnect to source. Love can and is changing their genetic code, reconnecting them to the Creator to become awakened spiritual beings that have unlimited potential. We ask the creators to give reptilians special grace and unlock the doors in their minds that are keeping them from connecting to the high frequency of light. Release all that which are holding them back. I ask all the creators to close down the reptilian part of the brain and open up the divine God brain, filling them with whatever high vibration is needed to shift them so everyone gets to go into the golden age, leaving no one behind. Send these beings and entities whatever vibration, sound, color, and memories of being connected to the Creator they need, so they gently evolve into the light. The Creator, their higher selves, and angels know exactly what each one's needs and are sending it to them as we speak. As more reptilians awaken, see us propelling ourselves far into the golden age, into the divine golden age, way beyond the Creator's wildest dreams of a golden planet where humans and reptilians and all life forms live in peace and harmony. So fill this up with light and love, and we're going to take a deep breath and release it. And I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. So we're going to create another bubble of light. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, see that bubble of light forming in the center, underneath that big Earth Keeper crystal. And we're going to put all life forms in this bubble. All life forms. In the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power of the sacred fire vested in me, I command. May the balanced, divine, feminine, masculine energy descend on everyone now. May the balanced, divine, feminine, masculine energy awaken within everyone now. Let us send divine light and divine male-female balance to all obelisks, domes, and the pyramids, meridians, grid matrices, all ley lines, and all the power spots on the planet. We will now anchor the violet flame at the base of these sacred sites to burn 24/7, 365 days a year, transmuting any energy that tries to distort this new balanced energy. Let us now clear all blocks and veils placed over Earth that is keeping both sexes from integrating with their divine feminine and divine masculine. We also cut ties and remove all ancestral ancestry that is holding the divine energy back. May the balanced, divine, feminine, masculine energy descend on everyone now. May the balanced, divine, feminine, masculine energy awaken within everyone now. A call to the higher self of everyone on earth to reawaken the knowledge and soul remembrance of what it is like to be in perfect balance and harmony with your balanced masculine and feminine side, and what it feels like to be connected with divine energy. So in your mind's eye, see light being added to humanity's DNA structure, See this change become a new old soul memory and changing inside Mother's DNA structure as well. See this divine light being directed to everyone's hearts and brains, especially the part of the brain that is reptilian, adding emotions and feelings to the part of the reptilian and human brains cosmos-wide. Now call the higher selves of everyone on the planet and ask that we petition to Helios and Vista, allowing the violet flame to blaze through the earth and all humanity, to erase the past, present, and future karma created from the off-balance patriarchal energy. I call to Michael the Archangel to cut all ties and binds from humanity and reptilians, the earth angels, elementals, and the unbalanced masculine patriarchal energy. As the ties and binds are cut, see them being transmuted by the violet flame and see those empty spaces being filled with divine inspiration, wisdom, and divine heart to function from. Replace this energy with divine matriarchy that walks alongside of their divine partner. May the balanced divine feminine masculine energy descend on everyone now. May the balanced divine feminine masculine energy awaken within everyone now. We command that this integration with humankind be gentle, loving, and kind, and let humanity apply this new energy in a very practical way. Now, in your mind's eye, again, see this balance affecting all generations, backwards and forwards, as a ripple of water flowing in harmony with nature. See a burst of the balanced divine energy affecting all incarnations on earth at once. See everyone's DNA, cells, atoms, molecules raised to a high vibration of divine light, creating divine balance. I command that all people and groups standing behind the patriarchal energy step into the violet flame and walk in the light. And if they choose not to, which is their free will, we ask their higher selves and their guardian angels and the Creator put them in positions of harmlessness. Call the higher selves of all women on the planet, young, old babies, female babies in the womb, and we call to Michael the Archangel and Shiva to cut all ties to patriarch, slavery, prostitution, sexism, women not respecting each other, and cut the ties to fear of men and not being equal. Remove all soul memory of rape, incest, slavery, racism, and circumcision. Cleanse this energy by the violet fire into the light, then fill the new space with divine inspiration, wisdom, hope, creativity, and the strength to go forward in positive quantum ways. Remove the blocks, O Ganesha, that are keeping women from fulfilling their divine mission. This allows the divine feminine energy to manifest in all women and men. Let us cut the ties, binds, energy overlays, and soul memory of whatever it was in history to make men fear and want to control women. As we cut those ties, we violet flame that energy to transmute it back to love, respect for each other, allowing the divine feminine and divine masculine energy to manifest now. May the balanced divine feminine masculine energy descend on everyone now. May the balanced divine feminine masculine energy awaken within everyone now. Call the higher selves of all men to open up a sacred space so they may step forward into the light, allowing themselves to be reconnected to the Creator. Cut all ties, Michael the Archangel and Shiva, to unbalance fear of women, patriarchy, genocide, rape, pillage, plunder, incest, greed, power, gladiator mentality, military, war, might is right mentality from their energy field, cells, atoms, molecules, all the way down to their DNA, going backwards and forwards through all their incarnations. As this energy is released, we call the violet flame through them and all their works that are misdirected. Cut all ties to all dark satanic art and negative ceremonies that are being done to keep men in a stuck patriarchal consciousness that allows them to manipulate humanity and the earth for greed and profit. As it is released, we call the divine male-female balance consciousnesses to be enhanced in their hearts and God part of their brain, flowing through their bodies, touching every cell, atom, molecule, all the internal organs, including their DNA. So may this integration with everyone be gentle, loving, and kind. See men's higher selves guiding them to accepting divine matriarchy and opening their heart, throat, and crown chakras as they release all the old patriarchal thought forms that no longer serve anyone. As these centers open, see them being very balanced, loving, kind, generous, peaceful, supporting women and groups that are in the light. Let men awaken to their divine missions, bringing a lot of fulfillment and comfort, that they are doing their heart's callings, which bring about feelings of peace and contentment. In dream time, let men dream of all the past lifetimes they've lived where men and women respected each other, treating each other with much compassion and kindness, living together in harmony, bringing that love energy into the physical, putting it into practice in this current lifetime. May the balanced divine feminine masculine energy descend on everyone now. May the balanced divine feminine masculine energy awaken within everyone now. Call the higher selves of all male groups that are suppressing women. Step forward into the light, and if they choose not to step forward in the light, may the angels and their higher selves put them all in positions of harmlessness. We call to all the balanced men on the planet to speak out against this repression, defend all women, and come to women's aid on all levels. See all men respecting the goddess within, giving freedom and honor to all women. See men allowing women to be equal, divinely conscious beings. We ask that the reptilian part of men's brains are closed down and the God brain is activated. May the goddess soften them to be gentle, kind beings. I call the higher selves of all religious fanatics that practice acts of terrorism, that kill and injure women in the name of their God and their religious beliefs everywhere, whether they're Saudi Arabian males, Islamic, or Christian fundamentalist males, that they immediately awaken to the consequence of their actions and stop it now. We command they step into the light, and if they choose not to, that their higher selves and the angels put them in a position of harmlessness. Cut the ties to all negativity in religion toward women, replaced with equality and respect. May the divine feminine balance energy descend on everyone now. May the balanced divine feminine masculine energy awaken within everyone now. Call the higher selves of all leaders, politicians, and decision makers and command you step forward in light. We call to all politicians, Republicans, white sexist males, and self-interest groups to set their egos aside. We call their higher selves to bring out the best in these beings. We command them come forward in light, and if they choose not to, again, their free will, we ask their higher selves and the angels put them in a position of harmlessness and that they're replaced with a light worker. Come on, you can chant this with me. May the balanced divine feminine masculine energy descend on everyone now. May the balanced divine feminine masculine energy awaken within everyone now. And nevertheless, not our will, but thy will be done. So let's fill this up with light and love and take a deep breath and release it. So we're going to create another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we are going to put in all the spiritual warriors, all the light workers, all the people that are doing good, positive, people that are going out there and protesting, all the Democrats, the people that are standing up for immigrant children, that are standing against Nazis and Putin, that's standing up against Donald Trump and his family. See all the light workers being in this bubble of light, and that includes you guys. So see yourself, put yourself in this bubble of light. So I'm going to call the Michael the Archangel to cut all ties to any dark energy you've taken on that's not yours, no matter where it comes from, to cut all ties to any oaths, vows, curses, hexes, rituals that's been sent to people. And as that all that energy is peeled away, we send it through the violet flame back to God. And now see all these beings in the circle, in this bubble, filling up with light. Now we're going to call to Ganesha, the remover of obstacles, to remove all obstacles in the way that's keeping people from being successful. And as that's peeled away, see everyone being given a straight path to their divine success. See the light workers filling up with so much light that they're now magnets for everything they need, whether it's their divine mate, other people to work with, money, abundance on all levels. Fill them up, let them magnetize and fill up with so much abundance that they have more than enough to fulfill their divine missions, to live comfortably and to share. So we're going to fill everyone, let's send them joy. And we're going to ask that Spirit send the light workers. Their heart's desires. And when they get them, let them recognize it. All right, fill this up with light and love, and we're going to take a deep breath and release it. And I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. So we're going to close now. Oh, all right, we're going to do 3 ohms. And come on, you can ohm with me. Take a drink of water. All right. Om. 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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May all the beings in all the worlds be happy. So be it. All right, you got to ground now. Put your feet flat on the floor, put your crystal down, and I want you to feel that earth energy come up your feet. And allow it now to come up your legs and feel yourself starting to ground, starting to pull back in body. Feel yourself becoming very, very centered. And with every breath, feel more of the earth energy come up your legs, and feel yourself becoming even more centered, even more back in body. So for those of you that have that stone, that's called hematite, go grab it and hold it till you're not lightheaded. I don't know how cold it is around you, but for those of you, if it's not really too bad and you're still lightheaded, a bath might work. Might calm you down. Eating, if you can actually put your hands on a tree and imagine all your excess energy going into the tree for like 30 seconds and then ask the tree to send you energy back, you immediately ground. So those are ways to ground, and it's very important because I want you to be able to sleep tonight. So I want you all to have a happy new year, and check out my YouTube video channel. Definitely subscribe to UPRN Radio, their YouTube channel. But I just put up a new video that I took. I live out in Hawaii, so I love to do underwater photography. It's one of my passions. So I just put up a new video that I took where I combined my videos of when I actually had one of a really cool octopus, and then another one of a turtle, all in the ocean, and then a moray eel. So if you've never seen those things, you might want to check out my YouTube channel, Cathy Bilsky. And I think the first, it's the newest one that I've made. It's really cool. Tell me what you think. Keep your humor. And guys, please be safe, for New Year's Eve. And watch out for your animals and the noise. And if you got rescue remedy, it's really good to give your animals rescue remedy, which helps them calm down. And actually, it's good for if you've gone through trauma, and it takes the trauma out of your body, which I think is pretty cool. Now, if you want to do more energy work during the week, although I won't be doing it next week, I do 3 extra energy work events on Facebook. Monday, we do chanting and keep anchoring enlightenment to their. Tuesday is what I call Fukushima Tuesday. And I give you the latest update on radiation and whatever radiation news that I can come across. Thursday, we do more energy work for the climate, the North and South poles, the glaciers, trying to help them stay cold and resolidify and grow. That's all at 4 o'clock Hawaiian time, and that would be 9 o'clock Eastern time and 6 o'clock Pacific time. On Facebook, it's open for the public. I do a live video, 4 o'clock, come join us. And then, of course, we do extra light work during the radio show, which, guys, again, I can't thank you enough for what you are doing and the energy that you're putting forth. It would scare me to think what would happen if we weren't doing it. So keep the faith. Light is winning. Get your popcorn out. Next year ought to be a really interesting year. I can't wait to see what's going to happen with Trump. So, remove the energy overlay from the Democrats, see them, call their higher selves, ask their higher selves to come together in harmony and work together. And I think we'll see some very positive changes. I'm hoping. I got my fingers crossed. I'm also on Twitter. And let's see where else. LinkedIn, Google Plus, and there's a site called MeWe that I'm also on. So again, all my energy work is out there, and I try to put out something every day that we can focus on to help the Earth not only stay stable, but quantum leap the world and all life forms into the golden age. I don't know about you, but I'm not into this Nazi stuff. Doesn't work well for me. How much time do we have left? A little bit of time. So, should I tell you my shark story? We do have some time, and I just want to be a little bit light. My son came out to visit me, and he was 15 years old. And we went out to swim at Captain Cook Bay, and my kid was swimming, and there's a bunch of tourists swimming. And I was standing on one of the lava croppings. Now, between where I was standing and the main land, there was about 3 feet gap, which water would go through. So I'm standing there, and I look down, and I see all these fish go flying by me. And I thought, wow, that's really weird. And the next thing I know, I see the shark come through. And I just kind of stuttered and went, shark. And now I'm thinking, oh my God, my kid's in the water, right? So I had what I will say a 15-year-old moment, and I'm sitting there thinking, oh my God, I can see it 5 years from now, and he's going to brag about swimming with his shark and that his mom was afraid to get in. And I said, oh, hell no, that's not happening. I said I was having a 15-year-old moment. Okay, all right, cut me slack here. So I got my camera, like that was going to protect me because I had to get my son out, all right? So now I'm going after my son, and I'm taking pictures. Now my son, my 15-year-old son, who every now and then his father comes through, yeah, we're divorced. He was stalking the shark. So here I am chasing after my kid who's stalking the shark, and I'm screaming through my snorkel, stop stalking the shark. You try that with a snorkel on, and I was yelling. Well, I don't know if he heard me or not, but he kind of stopped, and I guess the shark disappeared, and I got him out of the water. Yay, Mom. Excuse me. So now we're on the lava outcropping. And, there's all these tourists in the water, and all you do is hear them going shark through the snorkel, and nobody's getting out. And I'm thinking, oh my God, how stupid can they be? Stupid. So I go to this couple that were married who had kids in the water, and I go, you do realize there's a shark in the water? And their reply back to me was, oh, well, it's just a baby. It's a small one. And, you just want to kind of smack your head. And all I could think of is, well, thank God I can swim faster than you can. We didn't get back in. All right. However, it was really cool how Spirit worked with me, because it happened to be Shark Week. So I had the TV next to the computer, and of course we had Shark Week on, and every now and then they would go, blah, blah, blah. And I would go, did you hear that? And my son would go, what? And I go, well, they said, any shark that's more than a meter long, you should get out of the water. Do you know how long a meter is? No. Yeah, that was him. It's 3 feet for us in the US. Sorry, guys, anywhere else, everybody else knows what a meter is. But we don't. Okay, so it was 3 feet, and ours was like 5 feet, although it was slender, but still. God, I got pictures. Anyway, that's one of my shark stories, and a real quick one, because it's really cool and kind of ties together. I was in Belize one year, and this young guy was taking me out in the ocean to collect food. He was going to cook for me, conch and all that other yummy stuff. So we're in about 8 feet of water, and there's a cave, and there was a shark sleeping in the cave. So this guy, we're together, and he gets my attention. He holds his finger up in the air like he wants me to pay attention. And then he grabs the shark by the tail. And, he flips it back and forth, and I'm screaming in my head. And I was swearing, like, what in the frig? And I wasn't using that word. Are you doing? So we get above, go to the water, and the shark took off, by the way. I mean, it was pissed, wouldn't you? It woke you up. Now, the boat we were in was too far away for me to make a swim for, and I knew we pissed off that shark. And the guy kept saying, oh no, no problem. And I going, oh my God, you are so crazy. So what I did is I kind of hunkered down in the water in the direction where he scared the shark, and the shark took off. And the next thing I knew, this shark was coming barreling at me with the biggest shark grin you have ever seen in your life. And you could just know he was thinking, oh my God, you are mine. I am eating you up, and I am going to enjoy it. You pissed me off. You woke me up. Okay, over. So now he's coming at me, and I'm thinking, oh crap. Of course, I was saying more than that, but that'll have to do on public radio. And then all of a sudden, it's like he hits this brick wall, this invisible wall, and he does this right angle, and he goes off in a different direction. Well, what did I do? I hightailed it back to the boat. What do you think? And I got out of the boat, out of the water, and I just, went, God, I'm so glad I'm protected. All right, that's my other shark story. And on that note, I want to wish everybody a really happy new year. And, tune in next week, same time, 12 o'clock midnight to 1 on UPRN Radio, Cathy Bilsky, Quantum Leap, Let Light Unite show. And it's at 9 o'clock Pacific time. Now, remember, the police are going to be out all over doing their little, traffic stops. And, just be wise, be safe, and keep the light, keep doing the light work. And on that note, I'm going to bid you good night. Happy trails. Aloha. Happy New Year. And hopefully see you next week.